learn electricity stuff. So we're going to be doing all sorts of nonsense today. We're going to be doing the vlog. We're going to be doing electricity stuff and whatever, maybe a bit of cleaning, whatever we can do to, I don't know, until Mama gets home and distracts us even more. I'm really out of it. Raced yesterday with 30 packs racing. It was just insane. I'm just like, my brain is a bit fried. So took a while to get online today. But anyways, the first person that makes an order with me on Discord, so whoever it is that sends me a message first saying you want a discus frame, you can buy any discus frame off me, the cheapest one, the most expensive one, whatever you want. Order a discus off me, and the first person that orders a discus off me in my Discord will get a free multimeter. Yay! You get a multimeter with your order. Yeah. So order a discus, get a free multimeter for the first person that does that. Yay! Okay, cool. And yeah, now we're gonna mess around with electricity stuff. So I have this thing, and I wanted to use it to power up. So sometimes I'll power up my power with a LiFePO battery, but sometimes, yeah, so I can use that. But I don't know what has more capacity. Maybe I'll test it sometime. But basically I can use that as a field charger, or I could use this as a field charger. But this is AC coming out of here, AC 120 volts. And then this thing, it converts it to DC and makes it, it says, I think, 2 amps. And this one does 12 volts, 2 amps, and this one can do 24 volts, 1 amp. And I don't really understand what all this stuff means. But what I'm thinking is, if I can take one of these, plug it into this, and then adapt it to an XT60, then I should be able to power that thing and power my batteries. And I just basically need enough power to be able to charge some 4S batteries. Like, so let's say a couple 850 4S batteries. If I could do that, I'd be pretty good. So let's start messing around and fiddling with crap to see if we can do the things we want to do. And we'll be looking at footage from yesterday, a little bit of footage from yesterday at some point. But yeah, it's gonna be wild and crazy today. Like, there's just gonna be so much stuff going on that I want to do. So I'll just put this here, and yeah, we're gonna be like fiddling today. And Ariel's gonna come home and I'm gonna get in trouble. But whatever. Okay, let's give you a voice. You can't see out my shorts, can you? Speech, chat. There you go, now you can talk. Music, do we have music we can listen to? Music. He's gonna drink some water. Nice big cup of water. Also, no one's done the school bus challenge. No one's power looped the school bus 4 times or 5 times to get a discus, so you can get a free discus that way too. Okay. And I've also, I learned all about antennas. I want to start making my own antennas. So we're gonna try doing that too. I ordered stuff so that I can start making antennas. So right now I'm taking a DC plug and There it is. Okay, so I don't have a lot of these plugs, so I'm using the smoke stopper. This is more just to test if it's gonna work.
Don't lose your way with each passing day. You
Okay. So we plug this into that. and then we test. I just want to see if there'd be enough juice out of these things.
Rob Brew said, WTH was that?
What do you mean? So you see this? I don't want to carry around this. This turns 20 volts, 5 amps. Oh, that's good. AC is 20. I can check that. AC, I don't know. I'm going to see if I can do it like this so that I don't have to buy one of those. Basically, okay, so I turn on the AC power on my big power bank, okay? I plug in, let's do the 12 volt, the 12 volt, 2 amps. So I take this, okay? Now I have my 12 volt, 2 amp adapter. I think this is a nice long thing that I can actually use to power up my goggles. Like 4S is how many volts? 4S. 14 volts? 14 volts? See? I like this. Just a second. I can use this to power up my goggles and play, so I can play. Yeah, I can use this to play simulators. Okay, let's just see what happens anyways. So I'm plugging this into here. And I'm powering my battery charger. And that works. But now the question is how much power can I get out of it? Like, can I charge these both at, what's the most I want to charge my batteries at? Let's say 560 times 2. So let's say I want to charge these at 1.2 amps. Is it going to be able to do it? Does it? It can't do that. Okay, let's see if it can charge them at 1 amp. Can I charge both of them at 1 amp? This one. chargers that I wanted to have. Let's see if I can find one of my. Let's see if I have any dead ones. Well, let's just do this. If I want to power this at 1 amp while I'm doing this. That's all I need to know. I need to know. That I could charge 2 batteries at a time at 1 amp while using my power bank. I'm just gonna see if it dies or anything. What was what, Rob Groove? So this can do that fine. Let's pay voltage is 2.6 amps. 11, 2.6 amps. this. Use this as my indoor goggle power. Or use this as my indoor goggle power. You see this? There, that's a nice little... I actually like clear because then I can see what's going on. I like to see what is going on. Very nice. Okay. So I basically made a DC plug to XT30 adapter. I could have used an XT60, but I didn't have any XT60s. So I can just, whatever, I can use my, what's it called? Mama's gonna make penne alla vodka with bloody honey sausages. That doesn't make sense, but whatever. Okie dokie. Let's go back to this. So, I can use my smoke stopper as an adapter to XT60. That's just not clean. It needs to be cleaner. Whatever. We're messing around with this.
J. Thor said, I'm thinking about getting the Pocket. Should I get the ELRS or CC2500?
The Express ELRS.
GR8 Scott said, ELRS. B said, bro, what is he doing? W that motorcycle battery.
Okay. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm learning about voltage. I'm learning, so today I spent the day learning about voltage, adapters, converters, antennas. So I ordered the parts to start making my own antennas because I don't like, I have ideas. I like making things. So I wanted to make my own antenna, but I want to make like tiny circular polarized antennas for like the drones. Because the ones you buy, like, okay, so when you buy these antennas.
J. Thor said, with the CC2500 I'm seeing that I can get an ELRS module and then I have a bit more control with the wattage.
No.
John Cuppy
No.
said, grinding air day.
Okay, so yesterday I flew 30 packs and I don't even want to fly. I don't even want to, we're going to look at the footage, but it's too much. Like yesterday was insane. We flew way too many things and like I like to edit all my flights and I did like 30 packs yesterday. But then when racing, you test stuff and you learn stuff. So first of all, this drone made it through the whole day without braking. It flew like straight into a metal pole at full speed. I thought it would break for sure. It looks like brand new. The only thing I've had problems with is the bloody antennas and stuff. And basically it has a UFL connector to an SMA, and the SMA is heavy and everything. So, and then when you get antennas that are UFL.
Said, need to run in series with another battery.
I did. Now what I'm doing. Anyways, what am I doing? Antennas. So I'm gonna design my own. I'm gonna start doing testing with. With antennas that I'm gonna build. But then John Coopy, if you're there, because people use an RF meter to measure the power, but can't you get you can read your DM value. You can do the RSSI DM, and then you can run your goggles, and you could power up your drone about 15 feet away from you, and use your goggles as RSSI DBM power reader, right? Can you do that? Because if you can do that, then I can start building my own antennas and then testing them out against regular antennas through that method without having to buy an RF power meter.
John Cuppy said, J. Thor, a lot of module bays can only do 250 MW without some power mods. Would wonder about the Radio Master Pocket. John Cuppy said, you need to repeat that, it wasn't clear to me.
Okay, so people use an RF power meter to read the antennas, the DBM, whatever, power gain, whatever. But if I take an antenna and I screw it onto my drone, I put my drone about 15 feet away.
Said,
and then I power up my goggles. I can get the DBM rating off my goggles. Basically, anything 30 or higher, like 30 is what the store sells. But so if I can get like 25, if I can get below 30, then my antenna is better than like the store sold antennas with the DBM value. Instead of using an RF meter and being able to plug it in, I would just use my goggles as the RF meter from the RSSI DBM reading. Am I correct? Tell me I'm correct. Because then I can actually start reading like antennas and stuff and figuring more things out. Yeah, this thing is
John
able...
Cuppy said, no.
No?
Use a proper meter.
John, don't talk to me like that. Okay, so then another thing I found out. So this puts out 24 volts, 1 amp, and this charger is putting out. I can do 2 amps. I can do 2 amps out of it, no problem. So that means it's boosting it's boosting the voltage coming in to be able to produce more than this can produce. Because this only produces 1 amp at 24 volts, and this is charging at 1.5. So if I try to put them on, if I try putting them on 1.5 amps on both channels, it shuts off with the 12 volt one. But this one doesn't shut off. So it must be boosting the thing. So now I'm going to try a second battery. I know I can do 2 batteries at 1 amp. I'm wondering if I can do 2 batteries at 1.5 amps. And I don't think I can. It's gonna die. Yeah, I can't handle that. Okay, but it keeps trying. So if I'm dropping to 1, yeah, see, it's done. I'm learning things! So I can power this at 1.5 amps.
John Cuppy. Sif. Did you change the minimum input voltage on the charger?
No, the charger can take up to 28 volts. So it can charge this battery at 1.5 volts, no problem. It can charge 2 batteries at 1 amp. It can't charge one at 1.5 and one at 1.5. So now I'm checking if it can do 1.5 and 1, or if it's too much. Because we're limited basically by the power coming out of this, because this can do 24 volts, 1 amp. But with 24 volts, 1 amp, it's pushing out 1.5 amps at 13 volts. No, it's just pushing out 1.5 amps. And it can't push out, so it can't push out 3 amps right now. So I'm checking if it can push out, it can push out 2 amps. Now I'm
John
seeing,
Cuppy.
yeah.
Sif. The charger can take up to 28 volts, but they have minimum voltage inputs in the settings. If your power supply cannot maintain the voltage and it drops below your set minimum, then the charger will off.
Yeah, I don't know that. Well, if it has enough power, I'm seeing that. Like if I give it too much power, the charger just dies. So I'm trying to find out what the limits are with this thing. And so far, what the hell? No. This is at the wrong. Because one's a life and one's a lipo. So now, yeah. It can't push out.
John Cuppy. Sif. Check the minimum. John Cuppy. Sif. In your settings.
It's not, this can only do, it says this puts out 1 amp. And as soon as you go past, yeah, it's not working. It is, but it's not working. Yeah, see? Okay, this adapter puts out 24 volts at 1 amp. from that,
John Cuppy. Sir. In your settings there will be a voltage input minimum option. See what it says currently.
but just wait, because like I can see how much volts is coming in. So it's taking 24.3. It's taking 24 volts at 1.3 amps in, and it's putting out 2 amps, and that's its limit. As soon as I put it past 2 amps, it stops charging them properly, and it shuts off. It's because it tries to suck too much power out of this, and it can't. But if I gave it more power, it could take more power. The limiting factor is this. But the question was can I use this adapter and charge, I can charge 2 batteries at 1 amp, no problem. Because then I can use this as a field charger, and I can use this as a field charger. So then I have 2 field chargers, but this can charge, I think, this is 30, how much is this? This is, oh, there's a fan uncovering. This is 3100 mAh. So if that's 3100 mAh, and you divide that by my packs, calculator. Have you watched the Blue Falcon guy? The Blue Falcon from back in the day, John Coopy? Because I watched like all his antenna videos today, and I was learning that stuff. Divided by 560. Yeah. So this thing can charge.
John Cuppy. Sir. In all likelihood, yet it is probably browning out entirely.
What does that mean?
John Cuppy. Sir. Yes, Rim.
He's great. I learned so much. Like, I was gonna come on stream earlier, but I don't know. After the race, I started obsessing with wanting to be able to, like, I don't like using other people's power, so I want to be able to power my packs and charge them. And if I take 10 packs and we do 2 races, it's 20 packs because we do 10 packs each. So each race we do 10 packs. And so that's 20 packs, and I only have 10 batteries. So if I charge 10 and I bring this thing to the field, I can recharge 10 and do the other 10 and be able to like be self-sustaining. But then what happened was I realized that
Jake Door. Sir. Okay, so ELRS for its own is only 250 MW. The CC2500 with an external ELRS module can be changed to 1W, so that's equal to double the range, better penetration and more protocol options.
You don't.
John Cuppy. Sir. Would have possibly been Joshua Bardwell if he hadn't passed away.
No, but you could do that. Buddy, if you're gonna do that, just buy one of the new boxers. You can get the new boxers for like I think they're $189, and they come with CNC gimbals and 1 watt built-in. Don't bother doing it the other way. You're just gonna spend as much money and have an inferior product. Get the new boxer. Okay, so the biggest problem on these builds was like the antennas and stuff. So it's a UFL going to a SMA.
Sir. The crush.
It's a UFL going to an SMA. And then with the little antennas, if I buy the little UFL antennas, they end up costing me like $7-8 each. But if I make them myself, I can make them for like $3, and then I can sell them for like $8. If I can get them to work. If I can get them to work better than what you're getting from the store. It's a new project. And then I'll be lighter. I'll have a lighter antenna with more things. Actually, because like True RC sells those bloody antennas for so much. So I'll make it cheaper. Like the True RC, those tiny antennas are like $20. So if I can make tiny antennas for like $10. Yeah. That's the new thing I'm thinking. 1 amp, 2 amp. But yeah, I was gonna get an AC to DC inverter or something, and now that this is working. John, what did you mean about it's probably browning out? What does that mean? What's browning out? And what does that mean? Oh, and another thing, somebody told me.
John Cuppy said, at J-Thor the module bays on some radios are often not able to actually supply more than 250 MW max.
Okay. Yeah, what did you mean about the browning out thing? And so some guy showed us how we could change our VTX channel with the radio, and it screwed up the settings on the VTX, and I think I got to reset the VTX settings because after we started trying to change the channel with the Express
John
LRS
Cuppy
radio, it screwed up
said,
everything.
at J-Thor I had to do a step-up power mod to my Tango 2 so that it could operate higher than 250 MW on ELRS.
What is making that noise? Oh, it's this. It's this. This thing flew amazing the whole time, and it took some crazy beatings. In the end, the ground came off. But that's after like bando bashing at the end of the day. But the whole race, this thing lasted the whole race, and flying at 50 was awesome. See, this converter is
John
so
Cuppy
heavy.
said, whatever you're using there to supply power is browning out from the amp draw is what I mean. Voltage chokes and the charger shuts off.
What does browning out mean? You mean this is probably getting fried?
J-Thor said, the pocket specifically will allow modifications on wattage, apparently.
You just wanted tomato sauce or you wanted tomato cream sauce?
Tomato sauce. With a kick.
Anyway, all my expensive baguettes, you didn't even save me half of the lemon one.
I thought you gave them all to me. They were literally put there on the table like a
J-Thor
gift.
said,
Were they
either
not
way,
delicious?
thank you all for the info.
No, they were terrible. That's crazy. Look how big this thing is. Shock group. Yo, it has a light too. I wonder if this has more features than my than my multimeter. What are we doing now? We're looking at Amazon stuff. David did. Oh, I also. I got some gorgeous black diamond studs. What?
Oh, you do me a favor.
What did you do now?
Huh?
I'm not going to the grocery store.
Pardon?
What?
You need to go to the room.
No. How did I know?
Because these mushrooms are spoiled.
What did you do?
You can still poke me through? Or did you get other ones?
I think it's cool.
Did you get other ones?
What?
Stop getting seen. Kind of. I mean, you can wear it. Answer that one.
Anyways, look. These are black diamonds.
No, they're not.
These are very nice and special. They're $60. Cheap.
Matthew, that's a dumb question. So I asked everyone and their mom who possibly had them, and they said they will go there.
No! I dropped.
Why? How come my mushrooms are spoiled?
air conditioning. Oh, by the way, you left the air conditioning on. You left the air conditioning on in your room. Yeah, when I realized that it was on like all day, so what you should do is whenever you use it, just put it on like an hour timer and then you're safe.
I do put it on timer, but I turn the timer.
Ooh! It has a backlight.
Matthew, what do you keep getting?
It has a flashlight. It has a backlight. And it has a flashlight. That's pretty cool.
You want to give these to your bugs?
Maybe.
Well, you better tell me because I'm gonna throw them out.
Oh, it even has a light. There's like a continuity light. Cool. Very nice. Light. Just put enough to fill their little feeding.
No, Matthew, I'm cooking dinner. So if you want dinner, you can do that.
Oh
All
my
of your
goodness. I have to do everything.
Says the person who has to do almost nothing.
Thank you so much.
What did you do today?
Today I learned how to make antennas, and I learned about voltage and AC, DC. Find out how the books feel about mushrooms.
Black Hat FPV said, what was happening with your VTX?
Okay, so I have an MCK camera from Runcam, and the screen bloody rolls, and you know sometimes certain cameras don't work right. Like I don't know, sometimes I'm always on NTSC and I don't want to switch it to PAL, but sometimes when you switch it, it'll make it work better. But I want to stay on NTSC, and it rolls. It randomly rolls. And then somebody showed my buddy David how to change the VTX channel with Express ELRS on the radio, how you can change the channel. Wow, even the screw hole has a metal screwy threading. This is one of the nicest multimeters I've ever fiddled with. But it's big, it's bulky. But it even has stuff so you can screw it to a wall. Yeah.
Say something.
Not even my wife comes with that feature.
So funny, man.
I could not help myself.
How come you have mushrooms with children?
What?
How come you eat mushrooms with children?
What mushrooms? The ones I got?
Yeah.
Because I picked good mushrooms. Quality is very important. It could be yours. Why am I losing stuff?
Because you're a loser.
Look at mommy making jokes. So do you think that, oh, there it is, I found it. Can't send batteries in the mail, so I'm taking these. Batteries are always good, okay?
Matthew, you don't need anything. I don't, what the hell? Oh, and by the way, your body count is in jeopardy.
I know, leave it alone.
I hope you lose it.
Let's look at this. 15 volts input. This is such a weird thing to charge. DC input 15 volts, 2 amps. 15 volts, 2 amps. This thing has 12 volts, 2 amps. So I can charge it with this. Charge this. Now if I was to take this to the races, this has, how do I know how many milliwatts? How much 88 WH is how many 88 WH 88 WH is how many mobs? Oh. If I could use this output, it has an output. It has a 12 volt output. How much output? 12 volts, 10 amps. Nice. This would be even better. 12 volts, 10 amps on the DC output. That means I could take this and put it here.
Matthew, didn't you just do all this stuff all week?
I've been learning things. You should be very proud of me. I'm thinking.
But you just did a ton of drone stuff.
I am doing different stuff. I'm learning.
Wow.
I'm learning electronic things. More inputs. I need more inputs. I'm becoming brilliant. Okay, what's in here? Oh, that special gift from my wife.
I don't need that.
I didn't want it to be bloody pink. What the heck? Did you order this? I ordered this. Did you order this?
No, I didn't order that.
you want a pink gym bag and throw out your other gym bag?
No. I'll sell it.
Okay, here, take it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it right
Do as
now.
you wish with it. Oh. It smells terrible. Just like this could this. How much power? How much power does a car provide? So you could also then use this to power that from the cigarette. No, I'm not going to bother with that. Because this. That is cool. Okay, wait, that turns that on. Either way works. 94%. Okay, let's charge. No, this is just testing. I can charge this. I needed to know. 88. WH.
J. Thor said, Matt's wife, I'm sorry I don't knit your name, or only viewed for about a week. Thank you for everything you do as well.
Her name is Ariel, like the mermaid. $7,000?
J. Thor said, well, thank you, Ariel. My wife loves your vibe. You're killing it, girl.
I don't know. to calculate the thing. But I do know 94%. I think that this. That. And then I can use it with my little converter. So this will do. This would be 12. Now let's see. Let's see if we can power. This should be able to do both of these. At 2 amps. And this can push out. This can push out. Now this thing's pushing out to 5 amps. Input voltage is too low. Fix this, and I'm going to reset my my VTX. I wrote so much and I accidentally closed it without saving. Okay.
So hot.
Oh, I'm really excited for these videos. I've never seen these, so you see them for the first time. Okay, so that's happening. What else am I doing? Oh yes, VTX stuff. Wait, I can't do that while it's doing that. Yeah, that has to transfer these things to do other stuff. Another thing I've had problems with is my goggles being powered, and then when I take my goggles and I put them on my forehead, they turn off. So I'm wondering if it's the power plug or if it's the goggles. Or what's going on there?
Black Hat FPV. Said. I posted a video but it plays badly. I messed up some setting with the rendering, I think.
Re-render it, check the original footage, check what the frame rate is, and make sure that you match the frame rate. If you use CapCut, you can change the frame rate of the project. So if you're in CapCut, you go to the file, you can click on the original batch of files, and you can see the original location. And then you can go into details and find out what the frame rate is. And then you can match that frame rate inside the project. And then when you output it, it'll be in the proper frame rate. If you did it in CapCut, which you should have. Okay. So this works. Yes.
Black Hat FPV. Said. I used Final Cut.
Well, then I don't know, but that might be it. What codec did you export it in? And make sure that the frame rate of your timeline of your footage matches the output. Because that's probably something like that. Yeah, I think it may have been the cord. The cord may have been the problem.
Black Hat FPV. Said. Apple ProRes 422 HQ.
There you go. Do it in, if you have AV1, do it in AV1, and if
Black Hat FPV. Said. Set as a mastering file.
if you don't have AV1, do it in just 265. H265. Because it might just be that whatever's trying to play it can't do the ProRes. Because ProRes is like a huge file. That you only need a ProRes file if you're going to be editing it later. Okay. Okay, who wants to see a sick dive video? Everyone wants to see a sick dive video.
Black Hat FPV. Said. Okay, I'll fix it after dark. Thanks for the tips.
No problem, buddy. I was worried because it shoots in 60 frames a second. This is just the GoPro 9 default settings. I can't change the settings. I have to put this on a 4S drone because the 3S struggles. And if it was in 30 frames a second, it would be so much nicer.
Black Hat FPV. Said. Awesome footages, man.
crazy the TD sign got blown out. Also, my new favorite battery is now the 564S Dogcoms.
Hungry?
Yep.
Black Hat FPV said, Toronto is bona fide now for sure.
Is what?
Black Hat FPV said, the real deal.
This was on HD0, so I was terrified. I was terrified the whole time. That's what I'm gonna call. I make a video HD0. I like it, but I don't trust it. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. Now I've done that. Put the back in the GoPro. Okay, now VTX testing. Oh wow, it's ready already. I also learned that if you power your VTX off of your VBAT, you can plug in at races and it doesn't power it. I guess like it makes sense, but I never thought about that.
stuff. I don't need it.
You know what else you don't need?
Yeah. You.
Okay.
Jake Dorf said, "Thank you, Muriel." Jake Dorf said, "You do so much, you are appreciated."
Uh, oh man. Oh no. Now what do I want? Now what do I want? Oh no. RRSI dBm value. That's what I want to know. Save. I want that right here in the middle. Let's save that. I want to disconnect. Now, let's see what happens. Video.
Taste it because it's already salty without cheese.
It's already salty without cheese. That doesn't mean cheese would make it worse, Sarah.
Just look.
Cheese will always make it
I don't see you buying me $10 blocks of cheese for homemade pasta.
better. Oh,
I'm buying $10 blocks. Come on.
Jake Dorf said, "Enjoy your dinner, guys."
I ordered salt from the top.
Okay, guys, gotta go. Smoochy, smoochy. Thanks for hanging out.